Warmer for today. Afternoon showers and storms for both today and tomorrow. And that 4th of July looks interesting. Probably dry, but I'm going to explain the probably here in just a second. Temperatures, well, we're already in the 60s. This time yesterday, you might remember we were in the upper 50s, low 60s in Denver. We only topped out in the mid 80s yesterday in downtown Denver. 87 officially out at the airport today. We're going to be up to about 93, 94 in downtown, maybe 95, 96 out at the airport. Partly cloudy skies, afternoon showers and storms, and notably warmer. You can probably already feel it out there on this Sunday morning. So it's warmer today. That said, if you go east, you go south. That's where you got that cloud cover this morning. That's why it's much cooler out here. And in the high country, a lot of cloud cover out our way as well. That should keep those temperatures a little bit in check for our friends in the high country. Air quality alert until about 4 p.m. for today for us, and that is for ground ozone. So try and limit that time outdoors, especially sensitive breathing groups. Try and limit that time outdoors for today. Now, across the entire state, this green means that there's at least a marginal risk for severe weather across most of Colorado. We do have a bit more instability, right? It's warmer today. Warmer air can hold more moisture. So if you got more warm air, you've got, generally speaking, a bit more instability, things to kind of trigger showers and storms. And that's why I think we are looking at a bit of a higher risk for severe weather today compared to yesterday, though we did have some pretty meaningful storms yesterday in the metro area as well as in southern Colorado. Flood watch from noon today until tomorrow afternoon across southern parts of our state. That's where we're seeing some rainfall. I'll say this here, folks. I'm going to go out and I'm going to bet that my friends down into Prowers and Baca counties are pretty thrilled about this rain that we're seeing right now. That is a good soaking rain. Probably not a ton of flooding out there. What we're likely looking at here in Prowers and Baca counties, a good kind of drought-busting, meaningful rain for the southeast corner of the state. That is great news for our friends out there. Lamar, Springfield, on west to Los Alamos County. Kim getting some of that beneficial moisture on the Sunday morning. Afternoon showers, storms, better chance into the high country if you're getting some hiking done today or any outdoor plans. Try and get those done as early as possible because those showers and storms will be fairly widespread, and they start around noon, 1 o'clock or so for us here into the high country. Southern Colorado, Highway 50 on south, some pretty nasty storms possible for us. Pueblo, La Junta on south, that's where you're going to be looking at that highest risk for some of those showers and storms. Now, here in the metro area, it's a bit more hit or miss. Reason being, it's going to depend on just how much low-level moisture we get this afternoon. So generally speaking, if it feels a little muggy come 1, 2 o'clock or so this afternoon, that would be your sign we're probably going to get a storm. If it's kind of dry, feels dry at the surface, that'll be our sign that we might not get a storm for this afternoon and this evening. Again, better chance in the high country, Palmer Divide, southern Dougco, southern Elbert County on south, better chance for a shower or storm for today. For tonight, we will have some showers and storms around tonight. So something to keep in mind is if you do have evening plans tonight, you're going to Jazz at the Park, you're going to Red Rocks, things like that, I would have the rain gear with you as we will have a little bit of a later storm risk for today. Tomorrow, afternoon showers and storms, low 90s, fairly typical stuff for the first day of the month of June. Highs mostly in the 90s on the eastern plains, 60s and 70s into the high country. And we do have showers and storms around tomorrow afternoon. Again, a bit more hit or miss. You get into western and southern Colorado, similar idea. Once again, that's where you're going to have the better chance of seeing some of those showers and storms. Those push east, and by Tuesday, we start to kind of gradually dry things on out. So general trend as we get into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, is we kind of gradually lower those storm odds as we head through the rest of the week. By your 4th of July, big forecast, right? A lot of you wondering about that. Let's get into a bit more detail on it. I think we're dry during the day. That seems to be the trend right now. Dry and warm around 90 degrees. So if you've got an outdoor picnic, something like that on the 4th, probably looks okay. The issue will be a cold front moves through during the evening. When that front moves through, will determine how those fireworks shows are affected on Thursday night and into perhaps early Friday morning. So we'll get into more detail on that as it gets a bit closer. But current lean. Remember, we predict the future here for living here, folks. I'm not Nostradamus. I'm predicting the future. It looks dry, but the later you go on the 4th, the dicier it gets, and that will last perhaps into your Friday morning. And we do cool down, by the way, for Friday with a high of 80.